Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. My name is Leslie. If you haven't been here before, you've wandered across my little corner of the internet. Today's just going to be a calm day. We are going to sit and enjoy creating some cards. I have done a few steps ahead. I did the die cutting. If you would like to see a video of die cutting, I am more than happy to do it. There is a couple back in my video selection that have some die cutting. But for today, I've done some of it and we're just going to enjoy creating. So, what I did, I will bring you down to the table, is I went ahead and I picked a few pouches from my stack of dies and kits and so forth. I pulled them and I said, let's start using them. So the first one I pulled came from the Stamps of Life with this cute little inspiration card. And I'm doing it, but I'm changing it a little. So I used the December kit, which of course featured the With Love. And there's more ideas there that we could have used, but I really liked this one for my granddaughter. So that's what we're doing. And instead of using the big heart that you can see in the background here, I went through the little extras that you get from the Stamps of Life. You get a lot of extras, they're very generous. And I used their double hearts for mine. So I will set that aside. I don't want to lose that. That is one of my favorite dies. I have used an A4 base and I have created all of the layers. So let's lay it out. This is what I mean by I already did my die cutting, you know. So that is all done. And I have placed tape on the back. Now, my first layer is going to be 5 1/4 by 4. And we'll just go ahead and pull the backing off of them. They never make these backings just so simple to use. And by the way, guys, a bunch of you had said, please stop throwing your garbage on the floor. I get that comment quite a bit. So I will repeat. I have a box right there that I throw all of my recyclables into, and then they go to the recycling center. So don't worry, I'm not throwing things on the floor that my dog can chew on or my cat can. They are honestly going just into a Amazon box. So there we go. We'll get this one put on. And this is where I could use that tool that I showed you before to line up my card base and my first layer. So to do this, I hope my battery isn't dead. Yay! I'm just going to turn it this way. I'm a little sneaky, but that's okay. I line it up here and I'm going to bring it down to, oh, let's say about here, I think would be the spot. And let's have a look. Let's see if that brings us even. Top to bottom. No, I need. Whoops. No, 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 no. I took 1/4 of an inch off, so I need to go back another one. I think it's going to end up being right about there. Oops. place it right about there. Oh, okay, guys. This is not helping me today. I need to realign the laser. I just realized that that is part of the problem. Every once in a while, I have to realign it. So instead of playing that game today, I am just going to go ahead and do it by eye. And it will not matter. Got it fuzzy there. If somebody says to you that your cards are not perfectly aligned or perfectly this or perfectly that, like store-bought cards are, tell them they're homemade with love. Perfection, guys, is definitely, definitely overrated. And so don't worry about being perfect. There we go. And now we're going to do the next layer. I love this two-sided tape. I'll tell you the truth, it actually came from uh, Amazon, this one. And it came with like 6 rolls of different sizes. So that was great. And I bought it on the cheap. So that's even better. Oh dear. All righty. Now we're going to line our center up and we're going to tip our card this way. Okay. And I think, oh, actually, you know what? No, I'm going to leave it like that on purpose. Except this little corner slipped down. Oh, shoot. That's okay. We're going to cover that corner anyway, so I will show you what I mean here in a moment. I wanted to leave some of the dark pink at the top more revealed than at the bottom because I am putting this there. So I wanted to be sure to have some space. Now, our little guy is going to fly in from the side. And for this, I have just used some double-sided tape. And let me get him down. Now these, I will show you the pad in just a moment. They are pre-printed by the Stamps of Life. And then when you buy their kit, you get their die, which I love that, right? You get the die that cuts it out. So for me, that was awesome. So I want to place this right about there because this will go up here in this corner. Now, the With Love, I took some of the double-sided paper tape, whatever we're going to call it. Just one moment. I will grab it and show you. I forgot to bring it over to my desk, so I will be right back. So what I used on the back of the With Love die is the adhesive sheets. Now these ones I got as part of a bundle or something. You can buy adhesive sheets just about anywhere. Um, but in my fight to use what I have on hand, I am forcing myself to use these, not because they're bad, but because, I always have that thought. I shouldn't use them because what if? Well, what if I want to use them for something else? Guess what, guys? This is something else. Like my brain just keeps doing that to me. And I'm going to actually put the with love right here, kind of in the middle. I like that. And then it came with sparklies. So I put sparklies or gems on the hearts. And it's just a simple, basic, quick card. Now, if you wanted to, you could also cut this one out again and put it inside to write your message on. Maybe add a few of these to it. Do you guys take something if you buy one of these kits from Stamps of Life and you happen to get the inspiration card? I don't know if she still does them. I'm hoping she does, but I got a ton of them. If you get the inspiration card, then just use it for that, just for inspiration. So then I grabbed from my pouches this, and this is just a card base set. Set. There's the key word. It came with a lot, and by a lot, I mean all of this. And I know I said this before, but this is one of my favorites because of this. I love this design. I think it is awesome. Then you take this simple square, you place it around this design like a frame, and you cut. Because if you do not use this, what you'll get is the front, like the piece of paper will have the design cut out, but you won't be able to lift it off to use on card. So you want to frame it with this square, which has the cut on it. And we'll cut out the frame to go around so you can lift it and end up with I've got it over here. This. And I think this, whoops, is awesome. This is what you end up with is a framed piece. So this piece here, this frame, is created using this square, and the design in the middle is created using this one. If you only use this one, say on the front of your card, it would cut out this design in the card, and the card itself would be the frame. All right, let me just put these things away and we'll carry on. I hope you guys enjoy making cards. When you start out, don't get fancy. Do nice, basic, simple cards. Because you know what? In the end, quite often, they will turn out to be your favorites. Not the ones that you did 5 or 6 layers and spent hours creating, but the ones where you sat down and just enjoyed your time, maybe turned on a movie or two, created some embellishments, pre-cut some card bases, and just spent some quiet time creating. A lot of little pieces that I don't want to lose, so I keep it in this envelope, and I keep this envelope right in this big sandwich or Ziploc bag. Just like so. So that if they do fall out of that envelope, they are just in the bag. So there we go. So that one was called the Dragonfly and Flowers A2 card set. And so let's see what we create here. That. This, which I forgot to put my adhesive sheet on the back, but that's okay. I remembered it on this one. So, 50-50. What the heck? And with this, I peel very carefully. I just peel ever so gently away. And there we go. Now, the thing to remember about using these adhesive sheets is that you're not going to have a lot of fudge time. So try not to lay it down until you've got it where you want it. Oh, the pressure, guys, the pressure. So this is what this ends up looking like. And then out of that same one, I took some um, kind of a blue sparkly paper, and I added it to some design paper, some glitter paper, to make a couple of dragonflies. And then I used some of this light pink, almost a peach. No, I would say a lighter pink. And I'm going to put it there, just like so. Whoops. So let me get some on the back here and kind of get it in the center as much as I can. And there we go. We've got Thinking of You on there. Then on here, I am taping down the body, but not the wings. I want the wings to have a little height. So I'll grab some of my foam tape here. I used to buy the expensive stuff, and now I just buy the stuff from the dollar store. And what I do is simply grab some glue. Doesn't matter what kind, Elmer's, whatever you have on hand. And I just put a little dab of glue there because this paper feels like almost like construction paper, like it's very fibrous. And I want to be sure that it sticks to it. So there we go. Just a little dab will do ya. We'll get this on there. I would have done this no matter which of the foam tape I used. Oh, lastly, there we go. It's one of those mornings where being awake is not happening. Did I take? Yes. Okay. And so this is what I do when I have a fibrous paper like this, and I want to be sure that it sticks. I just add a bit of my own glue. And that way, no worries, no concerns. Okay. And so you are going kind of up here, I believe. Let's put you right there. Oops. Whoopsie, whoopsie. There we go. And that allows those wings to stay up, which is what I wanted. A little dimension. This one doesn't want to stick, so have a little more glue on there. Where is the right glue? I keep forgetting to put the lid on in this one. When they say it dries out fast, if you don't, they're not joking. Alrighty, and then we'll put this one on. And I kind of want him to just come up under there like that, so that they're flying across the card. Now, I could leave it like that, but I really like the idea of taking 2 or 3 of these. Wrong ones. 1, 2, say 3. Whoop. And these are the pieces that came out of here. And I am just going to take them and I am going to give them some color. So to get them color, I am going to use this one and this one. And this is the Memento ink. And it's Angel Pink. Okay. So here we go. I don't have to worry about getting it on here because it will wash off. Just use this. There's one. Whoa! One done. I'll grab it in a sec. It's right there. Sometimes part of the fun of crafting is the challenges that we come across, like holding things like this and not using the proper tools. There we go. Nope. I'll grab this one off the floor. So I don't lose it to a poodle. Charlie does love to grab things that fall into his domain, which fair enough, right? And this is what I do, guys, when I feel like I have brain fog. Um, I don't have my creative juices flowing. I like to do things that just allow me to relax and create, that I can just enjoy. That's the key. We just get to enjoy doing them. Okay, so now we are just going to insert some of these pre-colored ones back into the slots, just to give it a little bit of surprise color, just a little bit of pop. And you just stick them right back in like that. You can do it like this. Oh, no, wrong one. If you wanted to, let me see, I think I'll put one right here. And just go along using these. Now, I'm not going to get rid of the ones that I don't use on here. I will simply use them elsewhere. I love using these little extras, I call them, because I don't want to waste them. And there we go. We have a simple, beautiful card created in just minutes. So take out some old stuff and use it. Create with it. It doesn't matter if it was made in 2020, 2022, or 2026. What matters is that you use what you bought and you enjoy the process. Now, I promised to show you, oh, the pad. I've got to hurry here. I'm almost out of time. But I will quickly show you what I meant by the paper pad. So this is the paper pad that comes through the Stamps of Life when you order the kit. And inside are all of these. They're double-sided paper. They're awesome. But you get things like these sheets that you can cut out with the dies that you can make part or are part of your kit. And sometimes they sell little extra dies, which is really cool. And if you don't want to buy dies, if you don't have a machine, that's fine. Buy yourself the paper pad if you like it and go ahead and fussy cut. All right, guys. Let me show you what we have created today. Just a couple of very simple, basic cards. One for my granddaughter and one for the seniors home. The woman does not. She said, I do not want many, many layers. I do not want a whole bunch of stuff that's going to fall off. I just want simple. And so I thought that's great because I just want to make some simple cards. They don't look simple, but they are. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope that you get to do something you love. And I will see you in whatever comes next.